Right. So you will need your person. Check.
Indeed.
Have you got a Clinny band?
Cool.
Excellent. Fantastic. Have you got 2 tins of something? 2 very lightweight weights.
We'll start with chickpeas, so that's not dent the tins or anything.
I have some beans. Other brands are available.
Love it.
Can I put those on the radiator? The radiator's on. I'm not going to put those on the radiator. Put them there instead.
Fine.
And finally, have you got telescopic stick? The longer it is, the easier you will find the exercise. However, we can just make it easy. There for now. Right then, let's start in the same vein we did last week. I haven't written anything new. This is just very much the same. I've been very busy. So start by rolling your shoulders forward. Or slowly if you like. If you haven't been keeping up with these during the week, everything might feel a bit creaky or stiff, which is why I'm suffering. Because it's all very well and good being stood here and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do loads during this week, and then the week happens.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought I was doing really well, and then I had a few days where I didn't do it, and it's like, wow.
I'm backwards. Shake that off. Try to look at the next one that we did. Right. Starting with your arms at right angles in front of you. Can you see me? You're going to move your arms to the side. And when you do that, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you're at a right angle. And back. And again. Just nice and slowly. If you can feel it moving, you're doing a good job. And one more, I think. I think that's 5. In comparison. Next one, everyone's favourite lucky cat. So start with your arms at right angles. And you can go halfway.
I've actually forgotten how to do this. Like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Isn't it mad how when you've not done it for a while, you forget?
Well, there's 3 kind of levels of this. And the next one is, rather than going halfway, we're going to turn all the way around like that. And swap. The final level of that is move your top hand slightly away from your face, move your bottom hand slightly away from your face. And as you do the rotation, you swap the direction those are in.
That takes some thinking about, doesn't it?
It does. You might feel that things are starting to ache by now. If you can feel some lactic acid building up, I can in my shoulder.
Yep.
I think that's enough of that for now. Ooh. There's another one with the shoulders, but I'm wondering if we suffered enough abuse. No, let's abuse ourselves some more. We're already up. Right, so with your arms out to your sides, you go up and down. Boop, 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 boop. 9, 10, and you're going to turn your palms facing up and do the same. Then one of your palms you're going to turn over. And then swap. Then thumbs up. Thumbs down. One thumb up. And swap.
Yep, the pain is.
And down. Oh! With the juniors, we used to be able to do 5 sets of going through that.
God.
Yeah, that was more than a year ago. So let's not try and do that all at once.
No, maybe we'll work up to that.
I think that's a good idea. I think just going through that sequence once is a good idea. If you haven't already, I can recommend having a sip of something to drink. Water, clearly in that cup.
Not tea or coffee or anything.
Oh, it's definitely not tea. I don't know what you're talking about. My shoulders are hurting now. And I'm wondering what the next best thing is to do. I suppose we're going to do more shoulders. So grab your long rod. If you feel the need to scream, please do so on mute. Right, I don't think you can see my tummy if I reach up too far. So you're going to take your long. Actually, I'm going to make mine long rod size. This is a monopod. This exercise will be easier if you've got a longer stick, but I will show you both variants. So you're going to put your hands one at either end, and you're going to reach up and down. You're going to reach up, go behind your head, and down.
Wow.
Then up, in front, and down. Congratulations, that was 1.
Amazing.
And again. We did this with the juniors last night. We did 20 of these. Although my shoulders weren't hurting quite as much then, so we might only do 10. The Saudi team that I know the coach of does 100 of these, but they're doing it every day, so they can.
God.
If doing this going behind all the way down is too difficult, what you can do is just come down as far as your chest, and then as far as your shoulders. But if you can manage it all the way down, then that's good.
I'm just looking at the white behind me thinking, let's not take that out in the process.
Ooh, that's a thought.
Yeah, I think I might not live to see my dishanding if that happens, which maybe that's a strategy. We'll see how I'm feeling on Wednesday.
Death by parent.
Yeah, it might be preferable.
So the reason I said this is easier if it's further apart is because it is easier if it's further apart. If you try and do that with your hands slightly closer together, you will start to feel that it is more difficult, particularly going behind
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how many that is, but that's probably enough. Just wait until we start doing this one.
Amazing. I'm definitely going to have to watch the chandelier light thing.
Caught myself. Luckily, I've got a bumper on the back of my head now, where all this hair collects.
Honestly, the lockdown hair is real, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just been bugging me. I've found this is the best way to keep it out of the way.
Yeah. That's what I was doing in the first lockdown.
I find that one a really nice one to do, particularly if you sat down in a chair and you've got nothing else to do, if you're listening to something or watching something, because you can just do as far as your shoulders. Oh, if you sat down. That's nice and easy. Let's get some tins or some weights. Other brands of beans are available. And which order should we do this in? Beans first, or drills first? Let's do beans first. Yes, that's what I said. So, put your beans down. Sorry, I've changed my mind. I know, I'm useless. Right, we're going to do the skilled first. We started these last week, but I'll introduce them again as these are the skills and drills that Lloyd Brown has introduced for beginners who are starting to learn archery. I find they are very good for anyone who is practicing. I think they're good things to keep in mind, particularly as we're just getting back into it. So without beans in your hand or tins, start in a relaxed position and then take your shoulders and lift them up and put them in your ear. And relax. And again, lift. And relax. And lift it up. And down. Up. And down. You're then going to imagine that you've got a string attached to your middle finger. Your hands at your sides. You're going to pull your shoulders down. And relax. And down. And relax. So the muscles you're feeling there are these lats by the side, big triangle muscle. Down. And relax. And down. And relax. We're then going to, using that same theory, we are going to raise our arms into a T position, but what we are not going to do is allow our shoulders to come up like this as we do it. If we do that, we've done it wrong. So we want our shoulders to stay down, and we want our arms to raise like so. down. Engaging these lats at the side to help keep your shoulders down. So pull, up. And down. Up again. And down.
Is anyone else starting to wonder how they did archery in the first place? Like,
I've gone through that system consideration. Up again. And down. Right, we're going to do that one again, and then we're going to add to it. So, in the same way as last week, remember which hand you hold your bow in. That's kind of important. So the first step is you want to remember your nice shooting posture. So you're going to stance. This is what we should have gone through in the first instance, but I don't need to because we'll remember. Looking at some blank stares there. So your feet shoulder width apart, your knees bent, relaxed. Well, not bent, relaxed, not locked. Bum in, tummy in, and then we'll do this again. So arms coming up with the shoulders down. That's engaged to hold your shoulders. That's number one. You're then going to look in the direction of your bow. That's number two. And then your draw hand is going to come and touch your face. Three. Does anybody remember this being a nice shooting posture? And come out of that, relax. We're going to do the same again, but going the opposite way. So a really nice posture, shoulders down, up. Look in the direction of your knot bow. And draw a hand to your chin. And relax. Anybody else starting to feel a bit sore?
yeah, I definitely feel this.
Right,
Pain
we'll
is
just do
good.
one more of those on either side then. The direction of your bow. Two. Draw a hand to your face. Three. Relax. And the wrong way. One. Two. Three. Nice. Ooh. So those are the skills and drills. We are going to be doing those with the club and with the beginners from in the future. So they're good to know. I think they're very useful. Tins of beans. I mean it this time. Or other tins. I don't know. Whatever tins you've got. So Tim asked me last week about which way you hold your arms, if it matters, and I said I wasn't sure. I've changed my mind. I will stick with the answer that I gave him, which is hold it as though it's your bow. So with your arms in the position that your bow hands you. This is because your bow is going to feel really mass heavy, not just draw weight heavy. So you're going to be doing the same with your lats, pulling your shoulders down, then holding. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold this here all day.
Lovely. God, I come back to my earlier statement. How did we ever do archery in the first place? Because this hurts.
And down. Ooh. That one was nice and easy, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Absolutely
love
love it. And do it again. I'm going to keep short. He says. I have a message saying my internet connection is unstable. Should we do another one of those? Let's not. Let's look after our shoulders for now, because we're still going to go lie on the floor. Right. Une Clini-band. And the point of those skills and drills is they will now be helping you in order to get your shot secrets nice. Has anybody been practicing this since last week or since I sent you a video? No. Stevie says yes. Matt? Don't know. Yep. Right. So, with your Clini-band, you're going to adopt posture with your feet shoulder width apart, your knees not locked, just relaxed. You're going to tuck your bum in. You're going to tuck your tummy in. And you're relaxed. Your shoulders are down. You're going to get into your set position. And for this, I'm going to just tilt my camera slightly so you can see a bit more of what's going on down here. So my shooting posture. Set position with your bow hand, draw hand, and draw elbow, forming a nice straight line. From the set, we're going to go to the setup, raising your arms together without your shoulders coming up. Using your back muscles, you're going to draw to your face, aim, and release. And because we've done one on one side, we're going to do one on the other side. Or you could do 5 on one side and 5 on the other. As long as you do roughly the same, you should be all right. It's always slightly more difficult on the wrong side. Don't worry about that. Nice straight. New direction. Shoulders up together. Sorry, arms up together without your shoulders rising. I know what I mean. Draw hand to the face, the chin, aim, and release. Let's do some more of those.
Yay!
Posture. Set. Rise to the setup. Draw. Aim. Let it go. And to the wrong way. Posture. Set. Set up. Draw. Anchor. Aim. Let it go. That sounded explosive. Was that Matt?
Yeah.
You haven't punched up through your plasterboard, have you?
No, it hit the blind.
All right, okay. And again, posture. Set. Set up. Draw. Anchor. Aim. Let it go.
You basically do this until your hands die. Yeah?
You basically do this until your wrists hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've hit yourself with the elastic saw.
Yeah.
And again, posture. Set. Set up. Draw. Anchor. Aim. Let it go.
I've lost my band, you guys.
While we're doing this, we can also be thinking about some of the things to do with the good release, which is going from there, in contact with your face. Do it again. Posture. Pull in. Tummy in. That's for my benefit rather than yours. Set. Set up. Draw. Anchor. Aim. Let it go. Nice. And last one on the other side. Set. Set up. Draw. Anchor. Aim. Let it go. Nice. And if things are starting to ache, just imagine we've done, was that 6? Yeah, 3. Oh no, that was more like 8. 4 on either side. That's less than one end.
Lovely.
Yeah. No, it's more than one end. It's less than 2 ends.
Gosh.
I know what I mean. I know what I'm trying to say. Right. Are you looking forward to getting on the floor and doing some of these core exercises?
Oh god, I might not have a lot of floor space. This could be fun.
I'm just going to check how much power I've got. I've got 55%. That will do. I'm going to unplug you.
Right.
So please
Rearranging.
join me on the carpet or on the wood or on the laminate or whatever your floor's made of.
Right. Put this under the desk. That works. Right, what else do we need?
Just enough space to lie down.
Oh. Right, well, I'm not a very tall person, so we might manage this.
Right.
I mean, you're not gonna see me, but I will see you.
Okay, as long as you can see me, that's fine. I don't need to see you. So we're going to start on our backs. I'm going to make sure I've got nothing in my pockets like keys or money and nothing that could hurt me.
Money.
Pardon?
Money. Where from?
Yeah, money.
There's no money anymore.
I remember having money.
Right.
Oh.
This could be a challenge.
I'm going to take my slippers off.
We're good. No, strength and conditioning, Dad.
Because he thought you're dead.
No, Dad's been like, did you not like the chair? Not for this.
So the first one is if you're lying on the floor, you will probably find that you can fit a hand between the small of your back and the floor. That means these muscles are doing absolutely no work at all. So once you've removed the hand from the small of your back, you're going to position yourself in such a way you can engage your core muscles and push the small of your back onto the floor.
Well, that's painful.
Where is it hurting?
To be honest, mainly on my back because I'm on a hard floor, but...
Right, okay. Well, that's all right. As long as it's not tearing anything, that's all right.
No. I don't think so. We'll see.
Make that one slightly the way it should be. Remember to straighten your legs. That will make it slightly more of a challenge. This is a good one to do when you've got a moment to yourself. Just lie on the floor and contemplate life. Oh, and remember to take a little break, a little breather. Just relax yourself. Also remember to breathe. Breathing helps. And again, engaging the core. Your back's on the flat on the floor. Oh, relax. Ripple. The next one, you're going to put your legs at right angles to your body. Like this. So your leg is going to end up at a right angle to your torso, and your lower leg will be at a right angle to your upper leg. The same principle applies. Your lower back is in contact with the floor if you can help it. And then you're going to put your arms in the air. Like you just, your left leg are going to move away from your body. And then back. And then your right leg and your left arm are going to move away from your body. And then back. And then the same again with the left-hand side of your leg and the right arm. And back. And the same again with the right arm and the left leg. And back. And relax. Now we're going to take a breather. These exercises get easier if you do them more often. Again, that's for my benefit more than it is yours. What we're doing? Yes, more of that. So that's a good one. We've just done 2 on either side.
Bro,
What's the chair done to you?
the chair's in my way. I'm strength and conditioning.
Do you want Dov's mat?
No, I'm good.
Let's see if we can do another 2 of those, shall we? So once again, you want to make sure your legs are at right angles to your torso, and your lower leg is at another right angle to your upper leg. Small of your back on the floor. Left leg, right arm. And back. Left arm, right leg. And back. That's another one. So that's 3 so far. 1 more. And back. On the other side. And back. There we go. Oh, you should be able to feel your core muscles have started to wake up a little bit. If you haven't, congratulations, you're doing better than I am. You've probably done this more often. I think that one might actually be slightly more difficult than the next one in thinking about it. Right, so we're going to roll over. And while you're here, just contemplate, life in general.
Moves.
Right, I'm going to get onto all fours, if we can.
To see Matt pop up from the side.
It's all right. You can hear us.
Love
And
it.
so this is the same principle as the one we've just done, except we're now the other way up. So your right leg is going to go backwards, or your left leg is going to go backwards, and your right leg arm is going to go forwards. And you are now Superman.
Oh, if we don't fall over.
If we don't fall over. Remember to engage your core. The more you engage your core, the less likely you are to fall over. And down. And the other side, arm out, leg out. And down. And swap. And then back to the second lot. And down. Is that 3 or 4?
4, 2 on each side.
Good, excellent. Right, we're going to remain on our front just for the time being. I'm just going to have a breather. If you require a sip of water, help yourself. The person leading these exercises is supposed to be at least fit enough to show you how to do them.
It's all right.
However-
Lockdown will forgive you.
However, there was nobody else, so you've got me. Right, so we're going to get onto our front. We're going to lie on our elbows like this. Your favourite, we're going to do a short plank. Now, we're not going to do a plank like Dale does them and see how long you can hold them. We're going to do up, hold for 10 seconds, and then we're going to come down again. You are much better repeating the plank for short bursts than you are holding it for a long time. The whole point is we want to be able to create a repeatable position, and you want to learn to get back into a repeatable position, not build up strength to hold the wrong position. Ah, right. So let's go. Wow. You know what, maybe 8 seconds is fine. Up again. 1, 2, 3. Up. Down. Yo, no, I think that was 10. I should do this with a small clock in front of me, shouldn't I? Up again. 2, 3. And down. Was that 2 or 3? 3. That was
3.
3. That was 3, yeah. And one last one to make it a nice round 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm down. Sorry, I can't hold that anymore. If I was doing this myself, I'd carry on. But there's at least one more thing I wanted to show you. Right. In sessions, we have talked about things like press-ups. Unless you've been doing them all your life, you might find it very difficult to do a press-up. It involves a lot of joint strength as well as muscle strength. I can't do one yet. However, doing the press-up action against a wall or a door, even stood up, is helping your muscles to develop. It's helping the joints to develop by moving in ways that they should be. So if you look around and you can find a section of wall, that's what we're going to do next.
You look thrilled.
I'm just waiting for the wall to stop spinning. That's what we're going to do now, in fact. So, what we get.
I feel like I may actually just have to brave this on the floor. I don't have a bit of wall in here.
You know what? I don't either. What I have got is a window, so you're going to go back up here. If you have got a bit of wall or a window, then you can go for it. You can put your arms, I think they need to be just outward level, not higher than not higher than arm level and not lower than shoulder level. Oh, something just fell off. That's not good. You want them to be at arm level, and you're going to go down and back up. And down, and back up. Do I get the impression everybody's doing this on the floor apart from me? That's fine. Everybody starts somewhere. Ah. Like a pair of pigeons fighting, that's it. Oh no, they might not be fighting.
Sorry.
I'm going to stop there because I'm then going to go on to, I don't really have a banister or anything, because after that, if you've got something you can lean on that is less horizontal than the floor, but slightly more horizontal than a wall. For instance, I don't want to damage this. No, I'm really not going to do that. Doing it against an inclined surface will increase the resistance against your shoulders and your arms.
Right.
But it would be less difficult than the floor.
Let's see what we have.
If you just have a floor, or if you've got a desk, that also does quite well. If you've just got a floor, then doing the press-ups from your knees is also quite a useful one.
Yeah, we're going to have to go for that because we don't have... The
Right,
desk
let's
in
get that
here is
thrashed
not
out.
suitable for leaning on.
If you do PE in the UK, you've probably heard these called girls' presses.
Yeah.
However, I've never met a girl that likes them being called that. So I don't really know the point is. So what do you need? Go down. Oh. I think that's a little too far for me right now. That's all right. I'll work up to it. I'm sure there is someone who knows more about this than me and could probably explain things better. Very
You're
tired
good.
now. Pardon?
You're good. I don't see you're helpful.
Wow, that seems to have been. What time did we start? Just after 9 o'clock. It's now 10 to 10. I think that is definitely enough for the time being. So I've given you plenty to think about. You have some exercises to be doing during the week. The last thing is doing some cool downs. I want to build this habit, doing cool downs. So you've got plenty of exercises from things like rolling your shoulders forward and doing the elbows at your side. You've got the lucky cat. You've got the arms up and down by your side. You've got holding tins of beans. You've got the drills, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to pull straight across and let me go for the back one. That's been hurting me recently. If you want any more than that, let me know and I'll get a book put out. Actually, I might just get my book out to see what I've missed anyway. Oh. Thank you for being here this morning. It's not many people that wish to get up at this time on a Saturday, but you know, this is normal session time, so what the hell? Hope we get our normal Saturday sessions back.
That would be good.
I'm looking forward to getting back stuck into archery again. We have 2 weeks until we can get shooting again. So do make sure you keep some of these exercises up. We talked very briefly the other week about using lighter poundage limbs if you've got them. If you have some lighter poundage limbs, it's a good idea to swap to them. If you don't,
We might struggle.
if you can afford some, it would be a good investment. Some much lighter poundage ones that you've got now. If not, then keep on with these exercises because they will build up your strength. And eventually we will get to a point where we're starting to use the bow for these exercises as well. I've spoken to Laura. She is coming up with a new train. Well, she is making us some training aids. I haven't bugged her about that recently. I might see what she's doing with that. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. I'm a bit tired now. I think I'm going to go and have a shower. And
Do
make
you have any advice about long rods? Or because I don't have one and I don't know, what should I get?
Sorry, I missed the start of that. Have I?
Do you have any advice about long rods?
Um,
Should I go on Amazon and get the
Oh, for
cheapest
that-
one, or
for that exercise,
no, for the bow, because I don't have a long rod.
you don't need a long rod necessarily because you're doing bare bow.
No,
You're not doing bare bow.
no.
In that case, I'll send you a couple of recommendations. There's a few cheap ones I can think of that are pretty good.
Have you ever tried? Because I last year I saw something that I could make some with the used arrows, but you know the ones with like that look like shotguns.
Yeah.
Have you had any experience with those? Are they any good or?
They were a kind of trend before I was coaching and understanding what equipment was. There are still people that use them. I don't know what those individual stems are made of.
Something like carbon fiber or
Possibly. I
fiberglass.
have never heard of anybody using arrows to make their own long rod. I don't. I can't think of any reason why not, other than you could buy them. If you want to challenge, go for it. I suppose.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because I have my 3D printer, so I can make the connections and just use. I mean, I don't have old arrows, but if someone has broken arrows, or I could buy broken arrows, or I don't know. I'm just thinking. So I just
Okay.
thought you might have had some experience with those.
I have never heard of anybody making their own long rods. That sounds like quite the challenge.
Sounds impressive though.
Okay, you said challenge, so I now have to do it.
Oh.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
I
I actually need to replace my long rod. Mine's just old. So there's a lot of my equipment that needs replacing, to be honest. I need to write a list.
We'll go to a shop when we can.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll get around to that.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if you have been keeping up with the current COVID statistics or whether you've been avoiding them like the plague. Yesterday, they did 500,000 doses of the vaccine.
Ooh.
Day before that, they did 400,000. That puts the total very near. I think it's nearly 26 million doses.
Yeah.
I think like half of all adults have had their first dose now.
Which is incredible. Our National Health Service is just top.
Incredible.
Top marks, absolutely. Case numbers keep falling. Deaths keep falling.
All of Europe is now on another wave.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Europe's going into another lockdown. I think they're shutting all their borders, or I think that they're either considering it or they've done it. I'm not sure which.
I think France went into another lockdown.
Italy was going to as well.
But
Romania isn't, but it's still rising.
Oh. For us, our case numbers are going down, and it's looking like we will be able to start doing outdoor shooting again by the 29th. I'm going to give Paul Maguire a ring and see what the deal is. See if he wants any money.
Sounds good.
Phoebe, could I borrow you just after this?
Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll talk about insurance.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
was
nice.
going to say we need to get that sorted.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a lovely afternoon, the two of you.
You too.
Thank you for doing this.
You are welcome. I hope you've suffered nearly as much as I have.
Definitely.
Right. Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Well done. See you, Matt. See you on Thursday, maybe.
Bye.
I'm